There's this question about low profile tires and regular tires. Which one is better? We have low profile, we have semi profile, we have high profile, and when we have the ones that do not even have profile at all. If you look at this tire now, it's a low profile tire that the size is 225/45/17. Now this 225 refers to the distance from here to here. It is measured in millimeters, and then this 45 is the length of the side wall, which is from here to the end. Remember, some part of this tire is already in the wheel. Then the 17 has to do with the diameter of the rim. The 225 is the width. So this 45 means that from here to the beginning of this tire is 45% of this total length, and that is actually a low profile tire. And then the ones that are semi profile are between 45, 55, 50 and 55, as you can see in this other tire. This one is 225/50/17. This is a semi low profile. And then we have the regular tires. This is an example of a semi, not fully low, but semi low. This is 215/55/17. Let's check for other tires and see what we can understand from them too. This is an example of a tire that does not have any aspect ratio. You can see this one is 195/15. So what it means is that the width of the tire from this beginning to here is the same length of the sidewall from the beginning to the end of this tire. And as I said earlier, remember, some part of this sidewall is already inside the rim. This is what you normally see in commercial vehicles. Let's check for an SUV and see what tire type some of them do carry as well before we go into the other details. This is an SUV, Mercedes. Let's see what tire sizes it has. This is 255/55/19. So this is a semi low profile tire. Let's look for another one that has non-low profile as well. This is another SUV as well. And then let's see the tire size. This one is actually 265/65/17. So this tire is not a low profile at all. Now, as I said earlier, low profile and non-low profile, which one is better? Low profile tires in cars or even SUVs helps them have better traction, and when they have better traction, they are more balanced and they're able to corner bends, angles more than the non-low profile tires. But the disadvantage with this is because the sidewalls are small, as you can see from this. In Nigeria here we have a lot of bad roads, a lot of potholes, bumps and all the rest. Because of this small length in sidewall, when you enter heavy gallop or potholes, there's always a possibility that your rim will be affected, especially at high speed. That's the disadvantage low profile tires have over normal profile tires. So that's the disadvantage the low profile tires have over. So that is what happens when you're using a low profile in Nigeria. But when your tire size is big, especially the sidewall, and you enter potholes and gallop, the sidewalls, because they are big and thicker, your vehicle is able to withstand the shock of those bumps, those gallops, those potholes. At the end of the day, your suspensions, your shock absorbers, your bushings tend to last longer for you than those that have low profile tires, in fact very low profile tires. Abroad you see some people having 35 as the aspect ratio of 40, and then our people here try to copy it as well. But it all depends on your routes and where you normally pass through. If you're often going through the roads that are bad, it's encouraged that you don't use very low profile tires, because at the end of the day you end up damaging the tire, damaging your rim, and then your shocks, your suspensions will suffer more than when you have regular profile tires. So I hope my explanation is clear. None is completely better, but because of Nigeria here, our road situation, it's encouraged that you don't use very low profile tires. Why manufacturers put these low profile tires is because there's a lot of emphasis on speed, maneuverability, stability on the vehicles now. Even newer SUVs do carry either semi-profile tires or regular tire sizes. Why they do this is so that those vehicles will be a lot more stable and will be able to handle better, especially when you are at speed and you want to turn. But when you ride with regular tires, as you often see more in public transport vehicles, they do that because the roads are bad and they carry a lot of load. So when they have very high sidewalls, it helps to absorb some of the pressures the bad road exerts on the components of the car. So my advice is, depending on your route, one, depending on the vehicle you're driving, having very low profile tires is not encouraged. Instead, have the semi-low profile or have the regular profile tires, which is 60, 65, 70. 70, you majorly see that in SUVs, especially the ones that have off-road tires, because you can hardly see any off-road tire that is low profile. They're either normal profile or something bigger, so that they can actually have enough teeth to grapple with the bad roads for which they normally pass through. So the encouragement is, depending on the vehicle you're riding, depending on your route, that will determine the type of tire you should use. But better, if you're buying brand new tires, discuss that with the people selling, especially at service stations. They will give you better advice on the type of tire that you can fit into your vehicle. Don't try to copy those who will put low profile so that it will look fancy and other things, whereas where you're living, the roads are bad. You end up spending more in terms of maintenance costs in relation to that your vehicle. Thank you for watching the video. I will appreciate your comments and your likes if you appreciate what you learned. Thank you for watching.